So you're still watching Good Afternoon Ghana, and as we use other means of discussing the challenges of the economy, let's turn our attention to the petroleum sector. Duncan Amwa is Executive Secretary at the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers. He's joined me via phone to discuss what we do or what we should do next as far as fuel prices is concerned or are concerned. Duncan, thank you for joining us. Good afternoon to you. Welcome to Good Afternoon Ghana.
Thanks for having me. Good afternoon to your viewers. Good afternoon to you.
So let me first ask you, you've seen the pumps today, right?
We're still monitoring the pumps. So far, nothing recorded yet.
When you say so far nothing recorded, is that in connection with your release that was, predicting that we should be going to hitting about 10 CDs or 11 CDs today?
In connection with the numbers on the market, according to the Association Oil Marketing Companies, we do get briefings, at the start of every window, and they would want us not to go out there saying A when the situation is actually B. So they give you all the briefing. The numbers pertaining as far as the BDC figures and the OMC figures are concerned, we are yet to witness any increases so far at the pumps as of this time.
So what is going wrong? Does that mean that, in fact, yesterday I was having discussion with some friends and we're thinking, well, by now the government is working assiduously to make sure that these predictions actually don't happen today as we were pushing for or we're expecting. Is that possible?
I do have some understanding that a section of government is working, like you indicated, to mitigate the harsh realities that the pumps look like presenting to us in the next few hours. That has not been concretized yet, and so give or take, you should expect that your prices would definitely be adjusted probably by close of day, early tomorrow, whatever it is. We haven't heard much of a concrete step from government yet, except to hear that the Deputy Energy Minister indicates that the NPA has done some calculation to cabinet, and it is hoping that certain reliefs will be given Ghanaians. But as I speak with you now, nothing has concrete yet. So the numbers within the BDC fold, the numbers within the OMC fold, I'm afraid still holds as of this time and day.
So we should, if government decides that, well, it's going to do something about it, it means that your predictions wouldn't have hold, right? And that will be okay for now. It's a global situation, but we expect that government should do something about it. So should government actually, manage to pull through and hold it up a little, because it's a global challenge as we've monitored from the other countries, are we going to feel the impact later, if not sooner?
There's a global challenge bit, and then there's a local flavor, like you would call it. The CD depreciating simply has got nothing to do with the global challenge. And unfortunately, that's what a lot of commentators who would want to skew these things to their political whims or advantage would want to suggest, oh, it's a global thing and we can't do anything about it. The CD depreciating has got nothing to do with global challenge.
Why do you say so?
The CD is within your domain, your control. If the central bank probably decided that instead of auctioning dollars to the open market, it was going to be strategic or targeted, then you would probably have the dollars going to the segments of the economy that needs those dollars the most. Unfortunately, we just auctioned the dollars, and then, the BDCs will now have to go to the open market or black market and source for dollars. As I speak with you now, interbank rate is hovering around 8 cedis to a dollar. But the open market is doing about 8.5, and that you are even lucky to get. So those are local, problems. It's got nothing to do with Russia, Ukraine. It's got nothing to do with, international geopolitical factors. Again,
COVID.
the kind of taxes that you slap on petrol has got nothing to do with Russia and Ukraine.
Is that the impression you think government is creating? That, all the economic challenges that we're facing, the exchange rates, the fuel prices, and all other conditions, do you get the impression that government is, blaming it on all of them, on Ukraine and Russia?
I do think that government itself concedes, in part, that some of the problems are very local and is working at it. That is positive. But if you hear other commentators, the impression is created as though it's a geopolitical global situation and nothing can be done about it. Fuel prices are hinged on three, key variables. You are looking at the FOB price, that is the actual cost of the product. Now, because you can't buy the product in the local currency CD, you would have to buy in the dollar, or your supplier supplies you in the dollar currency, and expect that you pay him or her in the dollar currency when you are done selling or trading. When you are done selling, just a week or two ago, the CD was trading around 6.45, 6.5, 6.7. As we speak today, it's jumped to 8. So if you owed somebody $1 million a month ago, and you needed 6.5 million Ghana cedis to offset that $1 million, what you would need today is about 8 million Ghana cedis to offset the same $1 million liability. And that is major to what fuel prices are looking like at the pumps currently. Let no one deceive that this is global, there's no solution. Solutions are there. The BDCs have been talking. The OMCs have been talking. Civil society actors have been talking. Nothing has been done. So if they need a solution, I'm sure they have enough of memos from all of us that they need to go through to fix something. But nothing as yet, except the indication we got from the Deputy Energy Minister that something is being done and possibly it would be able to mitigate, the harsh prices that we are expecting by close of today. But as I speak with you now, we haven't any communication that indicates something concrete has been decided upon.
Duncan, if you can give me a little education in this area. We have said that government benefits from windfall when the export prices actually go up. When fuel goes up on the international market. And then when export prices also go up, government benefits from the ad valorem tax. Why do we still struggle if we're benefiting from ad valorem tax and windfall, and we still can't do the calculation to mitigate the impact of it from the consumer or for the consumer? Why can't we do that?
In fact, let me help you with a breaking story.
Thank you.
Total Petroleum has gone up to 10 cedi 80 pesos for Excellium diesel, and then Excellium super they went to 9 cedi 70 pesos, and then Excellium super 95 10 cedi 52. So if you are looking for diesel currently, total is 10 cedi 80 pesos. Petrol is 9 cedi
for diesel.
Yes, for diesel. He could have done 11 cedi, easily. He could have done 11 cedi. If you look at the numbers from the Association Oil Marketing Companies, scenario computation, but the OMCs as usual would definitely want to play within the numbers to ensure that the public also doesn't get too much at the end of the stick. So this is what is coming in right now.
Duncan, if you can kindly do me the favor, go over it again for me.
Excellium diesel for diesel is 10 cedi 80 pesos.
Yeah.
Petrol, Excellium super, that is the regular petrol. You are doing 9 cedi 70 pesos.
What does it mean?
Let us just a minute.
Duncan, what does this mean?
What it means is that you have moved from the 8 CD 40 that they were to 10 CD 80. That's about 2 CD 40 peso variance or increase for diesel and petrol. What it means is 8 CD 40, they've done about another 1 CD, is it 1 CD 30 for regular petrol? That is RON 91. But if you want the RON 95, it is 10 CD 52. So that is also gone up by about 2 CD 11 or 12 pesos. That is what it means from what you paid yesterday.
So I wanted you to educate us on why government cannot mitigate the challenges or the impact of fuel prices or the fast rising fuel prices with its windfall and ad valorem tax.
Well, those are decisions that, government would have to make. I am holding on to a certain revenue that I wasn't expecting to get. At the beginning of the year, we didn't know Russia was going to go attacking Ukraine. And then we didn't know crude would cross the $100 mark. We didn't know that crude was even going to stay above 90 or 80. So government in 2022 budget estimate did a projection that said, okay, we're going to get about $62, $65 for our crude lifting.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, you are over-recovering from that. So there's some variable on there which is positive to your economy. Government has the option. It probably can subsidize, the local pump prices with some of those monies, or I will hold on to the money and watch the economy get thrown out of gear by these harsh prices. So far, it looks as though government has chosen the latter. The Deputy Energy Minister gives an indication something is being done. What concretely is being done, we do not know, but of a truth, the government would still need to exercise that option of letting those excess revenue into subsidies, just like the French government has done for its people, or they want to hold on to the money and leave Ghanaians to pay for petrol at 10, 11 cities, 9 cities, and beyond. If that happens, don't be surprised organized labor suddenly realize their take-home allowances or incomes cannot take them home.
Right.
So they will go demanding for that money that government is holding. They have the option. The choices are down now to government. The numbers are reflecting. You can't run away from these realities. However harsh they be, there are decisions we need to make as a country, and we have to make them either now.
And items of prices of cement and other items are already, rising really fast.
Unfortunately, if you allow your fuel prices to leap or jump or go up, increase, escalate by the week, those are some of the fall-offs you would expect to have.
Right.
Every other thing that would depend on energy or petrol to move would also go up because the one moving it has gone up. You can't run away from that reality, sadly, Annie.
Duncan, thank you for the breaking news in there. Thank you for updating us on what has happened. Immediately. We will follow up and then get back to you definitely as we analyze the numbers. So Duncan Amwa is the Executive Secretary at the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers, and he's been talking to us. He has already given us updates of what has happened, with the fuel prices, and we were expecting that by morning it should have moved. It didn't move, and just when we were talking to him a few minutes ago, he gave us the breaking updates that we have the numbers changing at the pump. Okay, so, well, let's look at the liters. We have our spreadsheet here. So it says COPEC on fuel prices by 16th of March 2022, and COPEC predicted these. So let's see if it's the same as given or provided by Duncan. So the products, the window 1, window 2 percentage change. Your diesel. So the window 1 was selling at 8.22 Ghana cedis per liter. And then the window 2, it says that it's changing from 10.72 per liter, that's 10 Ghana cedis, 10.72 Ghana cedis per liter. So the percentage change is 30.41%. With petrol, because I think the diesel he was giving us around 10 points, so I think they are spot on. So petrol was selling at 8.22 Ghana cedis per liter. The percentage change, the percentage change is 18.25%, but the new price is 9.72 per liter. That's 72 Ghana cedis per liter. Average, the window 1, we were at 8.22 Ghana cedis per liter. The window change is 10.22 per liter. The average change is 24%. So OMC's prices then, okay, so this should be old prices, because we're expecting that when we go to the pump now, it will change. Yes, so this should be old prices. So OMC prices, Zen was selling at 8.280, Shell was selling at 8.440, Goil was selling at 8.220. So yesterday I went to buy fuel and I bought it at this, at Goil. I got it at 8.220. Star Oil 7.990 and Petrosol 7.990. Old prices. If you go, it will change. Because we've just gotten the breaking story that at the pumps it has changed. Diesel is selling at 10.75 something. Petrol is about 9 point something. So that's what you expect. You should be expecting at the pump. And Duncan Amoy is telling us that if we allow, the fuel prices to shoot up that way, it's going to affect every product in the country. So we're moving to the product of cement, which is already, seeing an increase in prices, and let's see how the impact is going to, affect cement producers. And also possibility of producing clinker is one of the things that we import just to, combine and have a complete cement production. We'll be back shortly. You're also watching Good Afternoon Ghana.